question. And if you are in tune with what's happening in the world, boy, are we ready. It is not just the US. Oh, gave me goosebumps. We are ready worldwide. You know, it's interesting because Mother Earth decided a little while ago that human beings were not really being respectful of our environment, of our ecosystems, of our food sources, of our of pollution, and she was going to help us out by sending us a pandemic. And so because of that pandemic, we have been globally forced to retreat, thus clearing up a lot of air pollution and other pollution as well. And so we think that this is the start, if we can keep it, if we can hold on to it, of a revolution or an evolution of being able to really learn how to appreciate, love, and support the human race and our planet. This is our home. It's the only one we've got. And it has fallen on deaf ears for far too long to make the changes that need to happen to clean up the shit show that the human race has gotten us into. Seems to be Julie's favorite term right about now. So yes, it is not just the US as you see people marching for justice and civil rights. It is global in support of what's happening, been demonstrated in the US. And I want to switch back to something for a moment, which is sort of lays the foundation for this, which is after Mr. Trump was elected, there were a lot of people I know that asked, how could this possibly have happened, or why did it happen? And my guides, were very clear about this, saying that this needed to happen because we needed to shine a light on so much injustice and so much covert, disgusting, gang-like corruption that was happening, and social injustice. Did I say that twice? Yes, that has been happening. And so we needed an icon to do that. And like him or hate him, he's an icon. And so we would say thank you for that, because that's what we needed as a human race to bring this into the light and to really address it that in a way that has never been fully addressed. We've come to the boundary, we've touched on it, we've bumped against the boundary, we've made some changes, and then it's like that saying, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that's what has happened. We feel this is a very, very different change that's ahead. The energetic of it is very different, just as it was when the pandemic showed up. People were saying, this is nothing, don't worry about it. And we're saying, no, this is very different. Yes, take it seriously. Worry? I don't know. But take it seriously and do the things that you need to do to protect yourself as best you can, without isolating yourself so much that then you cause yourself anxiety about that. So lots of changes ahead. We think this is not done. There have been many changes all at one time. It's kind of amazing that this has happened all on the back of one another. And here's the thing about all this. The people who don't like change, these types of changes that are gonna happen, they are going to happen. They will go kicking and screaming. And we must stand our ground and set these boundaries and fight for what is right and true and that we know needs to change. Let's see if there's anything more about that. We're actually really excited about the changes ahead. This is going to be interesting. There will be moments or incidents that will happen over the next several months that you'll be just, wow, we didn't think anything else could happen or change or be worse than has already happened. So it may be prepared. We don't think this is quite the end of that with the current occupant in the White House. And so be prepared for other fear-based and undeniably horrifying things that you would never imagine to happen. So not that they'll, you know, in the human race, that's not going to happen, but we wouldn't be surprised. We're not predicting this, but we will say we would not be surprised if a war of some kind was declared or a nuclear standoff happened. Those extremes may come. Not to scare you, because we will get through it. Just be prepared that it's ahead. Something is coming still.